You know, there's something nice about hardcore Minecraft. I don't really know what it is. I think I really enjoy like this quote unquote challenge that it brings, but you know, soon enough we're gonna be invincible, so none of that shit's gonna matter. Welcome everyone. This is my area. I've decided that this is gonna be the place I'm gonna settle at. This is very distracting, but it's okay. You know, hopefully we'll work around that. Right here, I think, is where I want to build my starter base, and it's a perfect little spot. Right here has a little bonus feature, if you will. Might be worth mentioning. It's not over here. Over here is where it should be. Look at this. See that in there? Skeleton spawner. Ooh, awesome. We have a skeleton spawner. So I'm building my base around the skeleton spawner. It's gonna be so hype. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna get to work. Hey guys, the skeleton spawner works just fine. Look at that. It's done. It's been built. There are skeletons, maybe, in there. And here's what it looks like up top. Oh, this is great. This is just great. I don't know how I'm going to cover this up. I'm still not really sure yet, but I think we're going to find an idea. We're going to make it work. However, I may want to get a little bit of setup done first. I want to at least get like a good shovel so I can tear this down, because I think this is causing me some trouble. Oh my god, speaking of trouble. Either I tear this down or I reshape it somehow. I think I'm leaning more towards reshape because I kind of like this path that's being made here. But there are a lot of holes in this area that I do need to fill. So something needs to disappear and be flattened. I don't know where I want to flatten something though. We'll figure it out. But yeah, this is the start. I also set up these saplings, you know, so we can get some wood going. Yeah, that's about it. There you go. We'll see where this leads. I'm not sure where it's gonna lead, but hopefully somewhere nice. This world looks really nice. Been taking my time here. You may have seen from some of those replay shots, but we're looking pretty set up here. Got a full enchanting table, got all the shit I need, got some lapis still, all that. I've got a helmet in here, which I'm not going to enchant yet because I'm really kind of getting bored and I need to go mining. Feather falling here. I've got some extra bones, a bunch of stuff from here. Spawner is still working very nice. And I also got a bunch of enchants, you know. I got my full Prot 4 armor. It's not the best looking armor ever, but it's pretty okay. Got some decent tools. I've got my Silk Touch pick and my Fortune pick. So those are nice. And now that I have both of those pickaxes, I think I'm going to go mining for like actually a shit ton of stuff. I'm going to be doing that with my pickaxe here. And yeah, we're going to go find a cave opening and we're just going to raid the shit out of it. It's going to be good. Yep. That's about it. Yep. Okay. Yep. Hey y'all, you can see my base in the background. That's pretty nice. But it's not much of a base right now. There needs to be a build there of some sort. And that's kind of what I'm working towards right now. I know it seems a little unrelated what I'm doing, but I want to get some basic animal farms up. I want to get sheep farm. Ideally, make some automatic sheep shearers so you can farm a bunch of different colors of wool. Probably gonna go find a desert if I can. That'd be great. Get access to a lot of stuff that way. When nighttime hits, I'm gonna get the bees out of this forest and move them over to my base. I think I want to try building with some blocks that I've never really built before. For some reason, blue wool is calling my name. I don't know exactly why that is, but something about blue wool is really going crazy in my mind right now. So we really want to look into blue. I kind of want to look into cyan as well. See what we can do with those kinds of colors, because there's 3 different blues, 3 shades of blue. So I can imagine I can do a lot with that. Probably going to be a roof kind of deal. We went on a pretty successful mining trip. I got a bunch of gold, a bunch of iron in here, a little stack of diamonds. I just got this pair of boots. I didn't really show that off, but I have this now. This is a very nice pair. I also got this helmet, which is missing respiration, but that's fine because I doubt there's anything like nearby. Got a lot of work ahead of me before I can really start this build. This is exciting. I'm kind of pumped for this. Right now I'm feeling extra creative. I just need to get the stuff required to make that creative output happen. We're gonna be chilling. We can just build the house, which is very exciting. Feels good to sleep. I haven't slept in this world in a minute. Phantoms actually started attacking me, which was kind of unfortunate. I sat in the skeleton spawner for a little bit, as you can see by my level. Also, something worth mentioning here is that I left this sheep farm running, so we should have a lot of wool. Not bad. So hopefully we can build with that. I was just thinking, I don't have automatic farms for stuff like bamboo and cactus and all that stuff, but really, it's fine. If I were to make automatic farms, they would be small, first of all. But second, I would have to build like a building around them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get to work on this build. And when this build is done, then we can start expanding. One other challenge that we might have to work with, we might have to be kind of a Disney Imagineer here, is that this looks super ugly, right? Can you see that? The void right there? You can kind of see it over there and stuff. In my base area, I'm gonna have to figure out ways to block off that view so that doesn't happen. As you can see, this forest kind of does the job. If I move over here, if I'm sitting in this forest, you can't really see the void, you know? You can't see any of those gaps because the forest is blocking it off. So we want to do some similar techniques like that, give us some better scenery, make it feel more enclosed. Right now it's very open, but hopefully we can change some things with this starter house. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna start placing blocks. So yeah. We're going to do that. Hopefully, come up with a pretty good build. We'll see. We'll see. Today has been a long one for sure, but very productive. Look at this sword. Whoa. Look at that thing. This is a very, very nice sword, and is the only tool that I have in here that's fully prepared because I have been hard at work. Look at this shit. It is nighttime right now. It's a little dangerous, but I have been hard at work. Bang. Look at that. Look at that. Not the best angle, of course. There's definitely much more to look at. But yeah, dude, it is sick. I'm very proud of this build. It looks a little weird from the front because, I mean, it's not finished so far. We got so much more to add, but I just like it. I like this a lot. I like these colors on the roof. You know, if I had to give any advice from this build, if you feel like you don't have enough color in your build, just put it somewhere. Like, thankfully I was given good reason to add more color, more interest in here. Because ordinarily this would have just been like a fully black roof. You probably saw it in the time lapse when this was initially just completely black. It would have been a fully black roof. Would have had like a gray roof on this one. This chimney was cobblestone, all that stuff. Thankfully I could make a chimney. So, oh hey man, I have this color interest. I have the blue shades here, more cyan really. All this white on the bottom, this sort of yellowy, like going into with the birch, and then we've got all the browns and stuff, and the wood. It's great. I'm really proud of this build. And we're gonna add so much more when we do the decorating in terms of like, I just got a text message. We do decorating in terms of like flowers and shit. It's gonna be great. I have plans for the next part of this build, which I really want to knock out before I upload this video. So I think, oh my god, my chests have just grown like vertically. There used to be 2 and now there's 5 and they're like all full of shit. It's so wild. We put a lot of work in today to making this. I'm really surprised that it took this long. It is arduous task. So this is very exciting. I'm having a great time with this build. I may not finish it tonight, but I'd like to get some more work in at least. There's not a single bone block in this build despite the focus on bones that I want to have. Maybe I'll just put all the actual bones out here. That might make more sense. I guess it wouldn't make that much sense for this to be made out of bones, huh? Yeah, now that I think about it, we're just going to continue building, low-key. I think I want to get back here. Oh, and I got to implement these guys, right. I forgot I need to implement them. Okay, we'll see what I can do. Hey everyone, I'm editing this video right now, and I just put some finishing touches on this build so I can really get this released and out there for you all. This has taken me way too long. It's my first time ever trying to make something like this, or a video like this more specifically, so I had no idea how long this is going to take, but it has taken me forever to do this. It's taken me a good week. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've got. I'm going to really go through it and tell you all about it because I didn't do a very good job of that in the actual recordings. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead. I just finished adding some extra minute details, and so we're going to see what I've got so far. Of course, everything is subject to change. This is not a final product, but yeah, we're going to look at the outside first. I think we're going to go this way because this is the thing I didn't really explain. I wanted to put bones in my build, but I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do it. So in order to incorporate this kind of bone theme and the skeleton horses as well, I've just kind of put them in here. This is like a fossil garden or something like that. I know this is not like a common thing, like people don't have fossil gardens, but like imagine there were like a bunch of large beastly fossils from like ancient times. This is like where they ended up, and people just put them in here like as part of the garden. And so these flowers have sprouted like around them, which are also white. Correlation to the bones, I don't know. It adds a little more identity to this place of like, oh yeah, this has something to do with bones. Yeah, the next feature, if we're going here, is this tree. This tree is ass, dude. I started building it and I was like, oh, this is going good, and then I kept building it and I was like, oh, this is going bad. I like this part, but I don't like so much the leaves. They're in a very awkward shape, especially from like down here. It's just kind of annoying to look at, honestly, so I'm gonna remodel it. We're gonna do something else with it. This fountain here is also honestly not my favorite, but it's starting to grow on me. I mean, I like it. It's just not very complicated, and I'd like to do something more complicated with it, so we're gonna do that in the future. Over here, I did a little demo of what I want to do in this place, but I don't know how I want to expand it. I know I need to cover these back hills because they're kind of taking up too much of my focus right now, and I want the focus to be on the smaller things here. There's this flow of water here. It's obviously not flowing, which I kind of regret. I probably should have done something like that, but it's kind of awkward to make it flow when it's all in one line here. I got this little table here to fill up space. I don't know. This back area is pretty much nothing. There's some barrels in there. Like, it's really nothing special. But what I really want to show you guys is inside. You may have heard me say something along the lines of like this interior is so small, like I have no room to work with, all that stuff. Well, I think I made it work. Hey man. I don't know what to do with this guy. I need to get him out of here. This is the first floor. Welcome. I did some little armor stand stuff here. We've got these bones in a case, or these bone related items in a case. It's pretty cool. And you know, I've just got some space fillers over here, some candles that filled that up. Over here, there's some chests in that corner, and then you can exit here into the garden, which is pretty nice. It's not very well connected. There's no path, but it's whatever. I really like this floor, and I really like this ceiling. They're both very nice. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to the second floor using these beautiful acacia stairs. We've got a little clock here with some storage underneath it. We've got lantern hanging from a chain, some candles, more and more. This is blocked off purely because I don't want to work in there. You guys want to see what it looks like inside? Here it is. It's way too similar of a shape to this down here, so I decided it would be not very interesting to build there. So yeah, I just blocked it off. And then we've got this little rise up here because of how this roof part works. And then you can kind of look out the window. You do have to be in third person to do it, but you can kind of look out the window. And yeah, I just got some more space fillers, stuff like that. And up here is the third floor, the third. We've got some more glass casings. These are all empty. They're supposed to be like spares. This is more like a storage room kind of thing. We've got a little tightrope here to get onto the balcony. It's unfortunate that's all the space that I had to use, because otherwise I would be breaking into the skeleton spawner. And yeah, here's the balcony view. Pretty nice, nothing crazy, but I like it. You may have noticed that there's no visible skeleton spawner, and well, here it is. This is it. If you had just, like, for the first time come into this base, you probably never would have known that it's a skeleton spawner besides like the bone-y indication on the outside, which doesn't really say this is a skeleton spawner. It just says this is a bone-related building. But here's the basement door, which I skipped over, and we can go in here. This is obviously very unfinished, but yeah, the skeleton spawner feeds through here. This chimney is part of it. It's great. It's very subtle. Like, you never really would know unless you got down here, and I think that's pretty awesome. I think I did a good job covering it up. Unfortunately, the way I built was so focused around the spawner that I didn't really give myself much space in here to work with, but I think it's good. It's very compact. It adds quite a bit of charm. I'm not going to be able to store many things in here, of course. It's not much of a base, but it's still pretty nice nonetheless. So we're going to have to work on an actual base of sorts. I really like this build. For my first real hardcore Minecraft build, I'm very proud of it. Next episode. I have to talk about the next episode, because there will be another episode. I'm loving this world, so I'm going to keep playing it. Over here, you see I've made a path, and this path leads all the way up into this little carving here. This is going to be a tunnel. It's pretty obvious what this is going to be, but it's going to be a tunnel. And this tunnel is going to lead all the way out here. And if you haven't noticed, or maybe you have, my tools are getting very low here. I haven't repaired them yet. The thing that I need to do is get mending and get villagers and stuff. So we're going to dig all the way out here and maybe get started on some sort of library kind of build. I think that would be exciting. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully do that. We're also gonna like really finish off this area and make it nice and together. Gonna be happy to see this build finished for sure. But yeah, I'd say that's it. Thank you all for watching. I am hopefully pretty happy with this video, and I hope you're happy with watching it. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. This has been a lot of fun, and hopefully the next one will not be too long. Bye now. Bye-bye.